Hi. And hello. It's been a minute. When last we left off, I remember I was about to go to the world map. And so here we are going through the world map. Um I did kind of trigger this last time. I remember seeing it a little bit um kind of has that like Fallout 1 and 2 vibe. I have no idea. I wonder is that a location? Or is that just an environment? Oh, it is a location. Hmm. I remember last time I was going to kill all the bandits. Um, is this a settle? Is this a pass? Or is this a positive? Oh, it is a little outpost. Interesting. You appear at a small fortress. A mustached soldier at the gate raises his hand to stop you, and lazily switches off the safety on his gun. Stop right there. He lowers his sunglasses and scans your person suspiciously. Do you have papers? What papers? What are you talking about? The soldier puffs a cloud of smoke in your general direction, raises sunglasses to their accustomed position, hiding his eyes from the world. What papers? You need a paper to enter a merchant certificate. So starts counting off on his fingers. KRZ passport per gone a residential permit, an indulgence from the supreme priest of the cult of Saint Salak, party membership, a taxpayer's receipt. Um, God, where can I get all of these different documents? I'm not an informant desk. My job is to follow the rules. Your job is much easier. Provide the necessary papers when asked. Is this some kind of joke? If it's a joke, why am I not laughing? Do you think we just loaf around all day like a bunch of loafers? Nope. Our duties are extremely important regarding the border from any possible enemies. Um, what kind of possible enemies, if I may ask? That depends. Sometimes cult followers, but more commonly highwaymen. This is a dangerous zone, even when outwardly everything seems totally okay, or totally calm. The man gives you a long look through his dark glasses and puffs at his cigarette. Eventually, he gives you a nonchalant wave. Truth be told, you're the first more or less normal face I've seen in quite a long time. All right, I'll grant you my permission to enter the fortress. Also, you're the boss here? Just his helmet and the word peace is emblazoned across the front. It takes a drag on his cigarette. The biggest boss leader of the Wolves of Paragon, a fighting unit in, well, Pragon. We guard the trade routes. I see. Okay, I better go now. Guard. Guard. I guess they don't have names? Can I loot these? Locked. You can't open lock. Never mind. I forgot the skill index. It's been a minute. Oh no, we don't need to pull our gun out. I mean, if they're not gonna stop me, I'm just gonna take these for free. Is there like... Oh, there's bottles. Okay, thanks. Bye. Oh, nice. The game has autosaved. So that's town. Okay. Ability tree, next teammate statistics. Map. Ah. Bunker. You've been ambushed by a number of murderous doomsday cult. If you won't do anything, they will surely attack you. Let's try to escape. Success! Haha! I didn't realize it was to the south of us. Another. You meet a small. I'll meet the scavengers. I'll do this encounter. Because I might be able to trade with them. Hello! Some meat would be awesome right about now, Before you stands a man in a pre-war jacket, sporting a gas mask. He holds out on to the straps of his large rucksack with one hand while playing with a rusty bolt in the other. His voice is distorted by the mask. What are you doing here? If you got anything to sell, do it. If not, get out. Let me see your wares. Nice. Glass, nails. So you have that. Sell the shiv. Great. Thank you. I'll be on my way. See you later, friend. Do. You see, I'll just walk past them. I don't want to trade with them. I would like to enter the abandoned warehouse. There's nothing. Bandit. Oh wait, actually, there might be something inside this house. So it's alt. I need to remember it's alt to loot, or to check lootables. How many people? So it looks like there's 2. He's gonna want to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to him. Like a smart kid. I'm gonna save here. It looks like there's 3 in total. Before you stands a grim-faced fellow in a black padded jacket. He tightens his grip on his assault rifle and eyes you coldly. What brings you to this neck of the woods? Remain silent. Ah, this old silent treatment, eh? I could kill you where you stand. Easy peasy. Tell me who you are now. Continue with son. He raises the barrel of his rifle until it points at your chest. In his icy gaze, you read a strong desire to shoot you and loot your corpse right before feeding it to the crows. I may not have enough AP to kill him. Yeah. Just because he got the first shot on me, that's fine. wasn't kidding when I said I was just gonna shoot first. Oh my lord. Christ almighty. I don't know how to kill him. No, I don't have any ammo. What do you use? 30. See, the fact that he has an SMG really makes things a little rough. I've been traveling, that's how I stumbled upon this place. Does this piece of paper tell you anything? After examining the card, the goon smirks and comes a few steps closer, relaxing his hold on the assault rifle. You got yourself a thief's password, I see. This is getting interesting. Where did you get it? Krasno Namni. Oh, yeah, where else? Right, these cards only come from those hacks in the big city. I don't expect them all that much since our team isn't part of the underworld. Who are you all then? Us, we're the closest thing to a legitimate law enforcement in these parts. Our chief's already been talking with the them Chamber of Commerce, asking them to recognize us as their official wasteland strike force. Soon, we won't have to loot the homes of nearby peasants. We'll tax them all proper like. Not just like any punks. We'll be able to join our mighty crew then. Anyway, nods. Nods enthusiastic. Sure, I sure do love the law. You got twitchy real fast, man. I was kidding. We always need your type around. Guess I'll go then. Welcome. Take a walk around the camp if you want. I want to loot from people. Or steal shit. Elderly gang member. I'm gonna loot this. Okay, thanks, bye. Dice. Whimper softly. So you have a rifle. That's cool. That looks like the armory. There we go. Nails. Stuff. More stuff. Waste paper. Gunpowder, that's actually nice to see. Corned meat? Mmm. Prisoner. They have a hostage. Trying to see if there's anything else. Member of the factory gang. Oh, there's 2 people here. D. Not worried about that. Scrap metal. I'm gonna pickpocket from him. I wanna see if I can. You don't have anything I want. Maybe those. You probably would take them if I fight you for them. There's a guard there. How about in here? Let me get through the big boss. Dan. Member of the mercenary gang. It might just be the fact that I'm too low level to try to do anything. What level am I? I'm level 2. His belt. Alright. Before you stands a tanned man in a dirty apron. There's a butcher's knife on his belt. He stirs something inside a pot that hangs over the fire. Must be the local chef's. Upon seeing you, the man nods. Hey, come for some grub. If so, I can't help you yet. Work for Dan a little bit, but if you're looking to buy, you're always welcome to do so. Fine. Show me what you got. Nice. Oh, then I'll take my leave. What's my price? Oh, so I have all that stuff when solo, but when I have a companion. I want to kill this man. I really want to kill these guys. What if I were to pickpocket from you? What do you have? Pre-war vodka? Huh. What if I kill the leadership? Understood, be seeing you. I don't know what the stars mean. It might just be difficulty. I forgot what they mean. You know what? The best thing to do in a situation like this is to... don't do any... Well, I could do some quests with them and get experience, but I could also just kill shit. You know what? Yeah. I'm being a little bit immature about this. Let me talk to Dan, the Magic Man. Also, I don't know if it's just they just don't care or what, but having my weapon drawn just feels weird. Before you stands a tall man in a dusty suit, with a leather holster on his lap. He looks nothing like the other men at the abandoned factory. His posture is straight, his hair is combed, and his eyes radiate intelligence. Seeing you, he tightens the knot on his tie and says in a calm, measured tone, "Yes, I'm listening." Dan, I presume. The same. And who are you? Your real name, please. Bogdan. Writes your name in his notebook, then looks up again, waiting for you to continue. I was sent here by Koski, or Kosoi. It's about a job. And why did Koski think you'd make a good candidate? We're looking for a very specific type of person. I have a thief's passport. You're one of those types. Alright, not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. So you looking for a job? That's right. Can you help me with that? Job. He snaps his fingers. I do have a job for you. Let's call it a test. Go into the main facility, which we're using as a barracks. Look for the locked door with 2 guards, and talk to the one named Shiskai. He'll give you the rest of your instructions. It will be done. I will be back soon. Eager, are we? Come back when you're finished, and we'll discuss your future. Do. Before you stands a broad-shouldered man with cold, cruel eyes. He is quietly discussing something with his comrade, but as you approach, he looks at you from under dark brows that is there's an unpleasant smile plastered on his face. Alright, sorry. Sometimes I feel sleepy. As if planning something against you. Hi, Dan sent me. Are you by any chance Shishak? Maybe yes, maybe no. What did Dan say to you? Dan just told me to speak with, Shisai. Man spits and fixes you with a cold stare. At least he takes out a bunch of keys and begins to relentlessly sort through them. Well, here I am, son. Shiz guy himself. Don't faint from all the excitement. Waits patiently. Starts whistling to himself. He goes through the keys again from the start, happy to take as much time as he needs, maybe a little more. We need to unlock this door, son. And as you can see, there's a barrel worth of keys on this ring. Most of them don't even open anything in the camp. They were just kicking around when I found them. I never got around to sorting out the useless from the useful, or useful from the useless. I hope you understand. I understand perfectly. Yawns and lazily stretches his neck, then he proceeds to search for the right key. He takes his sweet time, periodically grunting out a meaningless observation to the man standing next to him. Which is the correct one? I can't seem to remember. Heck, excuse me, son. This is a bit awkward. Yeah, real awkward. Not silently. It seems as though this guy forgot about the key, you, and everything else in the world. He slowly, deliberately runs his finger around the keyhole and occasionally gives you a nasty stare. Finally, he removes an unremarkable brass key from the ring. Ah, here it is. Well, you can see how quick I am. No need for nagging, boy. Finally. He opens this door. Click, click. Hey. Oh. Before you stand, looky here, kid. We have our guest in this room. Squats in the front of the prisoner, who distinctly recoils and shrinks down on himself further. Shisak then claps his hands near the man's head in a constant rhythm. The prisoner winces with every clap. Well, he was a little tense. His silence made no sense. I saw the little piece of crap and put him in a body bag. Ha! Why are you so antsy? Stop shivering and look me in the eyes, you stupid fuck. Blinking uncontrollably, the prisoner raises his watery eyes to Shisak. The bandit clicks his tongue and clenches his large fist in the prisoner's face. The man flinches back, but Shisak only grins and dusts off his pants. He looks at you and spreads his hands. He's a nervous fellow, and a quiet type. Maybe because of the gag. Who is he? Some schmuck from this town. Talked up a storm about his money, so now he has a free accommodation in our luxury apartments. Believe me, I was gentle at first, just gave him a couple of chin checks, that's all, but the fuck kept screaming, and he has nothing. He's bluffing, I'm telling you. Okay, what do I need to do? Your job is easy peasy. Look here. Reaches in a jacket and pulls out a polished TT gun and hands it to you, grip first. This is a gun with one bullet. The rest is up to you. Kill the idiot right away or extract a little payment first. I don't really care. Only the grave will fix what's wrong with him. That or some virtuous bruise of vital organs. The bound prisoner looks at you with a mixture of hope and fear, takes a couple steps back, and watches with interest. I want to pistol whip the prisoner. You wind up and strike the bound prisoner with a pistol grip. The man instinctively pulls his head as far as he can into his shoulders, grins and winces at his companion. Look at this guy. Hey, that's a man who enjoys his work. I'm going to hit the prisoner again. You hit the prisoner and he tosses his head from side to side in a naive attempt to stop you. Loudly yawns. You point the gun and closes one eye. He flinches before quickly recovering to look at you with contempt. Is this some kind of joke? Fuck it. You pull the trigger and nothing happens. Instead of a shot, there's only a clicking sound. The clip is empty. You look at Jigsaw, who's frozen in mid-step. Your eyes meet, and you both realized a fight is inevitable. Well, joke's on you. Oh shit, I meant to aim. It's fine. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm just being, like... I thought I could kill people. Dan, I presume. Baghdad. Okay, that's right. Alright, I guess I'll play by their rules. Hi. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I think I have like 42 HP. It was fun. Uzi. What do I need to do? I want to pistol whip the guy, aim at the prisoner, shoot him in the leg. Oh, I click send. The magazine's empty. Look at astonishment while the captain, still unscathed, quietly sobs on the floor, throws you a cheerful wink as he takes the gun from your hands. It's not loaded. We still need this fucker alive, and you surprised me. I didn't think you had the balls. Hey, shouldn't come here, will you? Just his friend over and whispers something in the ear, then slaps him on the back. Shirin runs out of the room. Now go. Let's see what Dan has to say about all this. If I had it my way, I'd kick your ass, or I'd kill you. Basically, there's an infidel. No, I need to infiltrate the... You see a man in a dust suit. Yep. Well, what brought you here? It's ready. I've done the test. Dan nods, extruding a notebook from the inner pocket and consults his mysterious notes. After returning to the depths of his jacket, he says, "We both know that already. You're a curious case. What's that? You didn't strike me a man who could kill a person without thinking twice. I'm interested in what was driving you. Go on." I didn't want to kill him. Maybe hurt him a little. Well, I shot him in the leg, so I just wanted to... I wish there was, I was given a gun. I was shown a target. Yeah, actually, that's actually something I would say. I was given a gun. I was shown a target. Why does the result surprise you? Your reaction is surprising. No ruminations, no pangs of conscience. I'm trying not to think about it. That's why I said you're a curious case. Murder is a good tool. When there's a person, there's a problem. No person, no problem. But you shouldn't overdo it. Bloodlust gets in the way of business. That is for you to decide. Okay, I have a different task in store for you, but seeing as you're so aggressive, I got something else for you to do. This job can be handled gloves off, blood might be spilled. Tell me the details. There's a hut not far from the factory where a group of venturous guys decide to brew moonshine. There's no shortage of customers for booze, so they're doing quite well. They're raking in money, as well as others' valuables, but unfortunately, they don't like to share. Your task is simple as the design of a mace. Go into their den and convince them to side with us. Take whatever measures you see fit. In other words, the moonshiners must either pay for our protection or lose everything. What if I accidentally do them in? Anything might happen in a skirmish. This might serve as a good lesson for the locals, but I don't want it to go that far. After all, their business is quite lucrative, and we're not rich enough to wreak havoc right, left, and center. Understood. Where should I start? Start by going to the moonshiners and convincing them to pay us for protection. Give me your map. I'll show you where their camp is. Cool. This is the place. You've got your task right. Now go. Okay, then I'm off. I'm gonna go talk to the Moonshiners. Um, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna decide to do with them. I'll try to see if I can convince them. I don't think I have enough persuasion, though. Is that? Hmm. You've been invited members of the dinner. Okay. I'll take the free experience. I'll check it out. You see a tired man of about 30 with a lacerated face and in strong, callous hands he holds an old rifle. The barrel's not aimed at anyone in particular, but wanders from side to side, as if it's to settle on one of his companions at any second. Seeing you, the man lifts his weapon. Oh wow, another one joins the party. It's not in your best interest to spook me, man. I could shoot you where you stand. Calm down. I just wanted to ask some questions. Well then ask away. Who are you, even? I ran Con Ivan. Visold's bodyguard. Who's Visold? Yes, the disco dancer looking guy over there. But I won't be at his side for long. In the near future, I'll probably become a gun for hire, because the shit I got into today tastes pretty sour. I see. Can I ask another question? What are you all standing here for? Well, standing here because I said to stand here. We're standing here because I said to stand here. I'm not leaving this place until I know what's what. We're going to this place. Me, these two guys, and the driver. First day out turned out fine. Astad appointed the way. He's our guide. Boris drove fine, like always. Knowing him, his UAZ so good. You spend the night at an old lady Nadia's cabin. She's a great old crone, you know, even though she's crazy about cats. She told us a story about a new kind of mutant haunting the local swamp. The leatherworm. It's one hell of a beast. Looks like a thin snake or a large worm. If one of those critters sneak through your ear into your skull, it's the end of you. He'll possess your brain, and your whole body will be his. And he'll do it so well, no one can tell the difference. The biggest clue would be the possessed person begins to mix up names and to forget small events from the past. Oh, and another thing, the possessed human turns into a cannibal. That's a sciencey word for a man-eater. That's the story old Nadia told us. The next day we got into a car crash. It rained a few days ago, so the road got all mushy. Looked like gravel, but it was slippery as heck, so we drove off the road. And found ourselves in the middle of the same swamp the old Colt told us about. But that's not even worse part. We got separated trying to get here. Boris sank, I fell, as shot ran off. While Visold was doing God's knows what. Who knows? Maybe one of them is possessed by a worm now. Creepy. Can I help somehow? He looks suspiciously. How can you help? If one of them is possessed, he'll never show it. Not until you turn your back on him, at least. I can try and talk with the others to search for clues. Okay. You see, he's hugging himself and there's the glint. What's an unlucky situation, damn it? Hey, can I ask you some stuff? Just be careful about it. Why the vigil, if it's not a secret? What else can I do? I won't go with them, that's for sure. They hired me to drive their car. The driver drove. I navigated. We spent the night at old lady Zena's dilapidated gas station. She's quite the woman, you know. She's a funny dog named Toby. But in the next morning, the rain started to downpour. The driver couldn't handle the vehicle, smashed into some trees, and we plunged right into the swamp. Barely made it alive. 1 minute, and we're stuck to the bottom with the UAZ along with the poor driver. When we finally got out, we suddenly knew where we were, in a skin worm swamp. A skin worm is this mutant critter that crawls inside people through their mouth and starts controlling the bodies dig, and it's so good that no one can tell the difference. Until it leads you to some place and starts eating your damn meat. Of course, I ran from the swamp, and those two got lost or something. We regrouped when we all got together, but how do I know the skin worm didn't get them? Good luck with that. I better go. Same kind of man. Hey, you pleb, are you local? Spill the bleams. I don't have a lot of patience right now with these two mimics. Sorry. Nope, sorry. I'm just passing by. Damn it. Shit. How much longer should I sit here with these two nut jobs? Opinions. Fuck my life. Can I ask you a few questions? So what happened here? The man looks fixed. I, a wealthy, intelligent man, got stuck here with these two chumps. That's what's happening. I was invited to talk with the company. Okay. Still, I tried to grow my business in a way possible. I took the offer without a second thought, dressed in my best outfit, packed up samples of my wires, hired a guide, and put along my best guard. I thought he was my best guard, but got Boris behind the wheel. Then we ended up in this rotten corner of the waste. Then what? After that, there was the road. The local plebs couldn't have caught up to us, even if tried. When night came, we stopped at old Vanya's house. She lives alone with her cat Petra, a real queen of her gas station, but this time she didn't just feed and put us to bed, she told a story about the skin worm. How it targets people traveling alone, drives them mad, and ultimately devours them. What kind of a beast is this skin worm? It's an old wives' tale. The legend goes that there's a mutant in the local swamp. If you walk alone, it falls down from a branch and crawls into your mouth. Once inside, it connects to your nervous system, destroying your personality and switches it to its own. Then your body becomes a sort of doll controlled by the worm from inside, but you don't look any different and nobody notices the change. There's only one major difference: the worm has troubles with your memories. He'll mix up names and locations, things like that. And do you know why he takes people over? To lure real humans into a trap and feast on their flesh. Only human flesh is nutritious to the worm, they say, and it's all bullshit, moronic bullshit. You don't say. What happened next? Fills with... We've been here by noon, if not for the caustic fog. Boris was an ace driver, but we couldn't see it and smashed into a tree. That's how we ended up in the swamp. A tree, the sample of the car, and us inside it. We, myself, Ivan the guard, and Kaspar the guide, were able to clamber out to the roof. Boris struck his head on the windshield. He sank to the bottom with all of our stuff. A few minutes later, the water kept bubbling for half an hour. Then what? Sniffs. Same swamp from Valsia's story. Kaspar took off like a hare through the underbrush. We followed, but Arvin fell into a bush while I kept going. In other words, the three of us were separated for a while. We only regrouped when we arrived here. Alright, then we would have a great time looking for locals. Get help, right? Not according to these two. Horvitz, the freaking savage, told us he won't move or show us the way anymore because he can't keep some of us have been changed by the worm. And Ivern, who I trust with my life, repeated the same bullshit. So how can I be sure you're not affected by the worm? I don't know about the guide either. Maybe they're both cannibals now. Maybe they're just looking for a chance to knock me off. Okay. Now we got a dilemma. I want to go help to... Okay. I can help with your dilemma. Alright. I should probably go. Can I ask you a question? Have you heard of anything interesting lately? Beast Fold. I got another question. Tell me about yourself. Kaspar. I'm the guide of these two you do. Okay, well, so I agreed to lead them to the... There was actually 3 in the beginning, but now I doubt they're the same people. Okay, I see. Tell me about yourself. That's quite a tell. Can I help you out? I can try to talk to others, search for clues. You. Can I ask you something? Who are you even? Sold bodyguards. This guy's answer. Can I ask you another question? Got any rumors to share? I'll give you a rumor from the near future. There's this guy near the swamp named Ivan who shot his guide and his boss because he believed they were dangerous mutants. I hope to God it won't come to this, but right now it feels like I see. Change my mind. Tell me about yourself. Name, son. Sorry, never heard of it. I see. So, What is the name? Okay, fine. I have another question. I think it's Caspar. Okay, yeah. I mean, whatever. I just, because they talked about how there was an old cat lady, basically, and that's the only thing I can think of. Right? And she was the only one who was like, oh, or he was the only one who was like, oh, she was a dog lover. You know? The gate guard audibly grunts as you approach and cautiously waves hello. Oh, hey, you came for the moonshine, right? Petrovich just made a fresh batch. So you sell moonshines, Max? Is this the moonshiners' camp? I've got some something important to discuss with you. Man licks his dry lips and blinks several times. Discuss what? Hey man, you better talk to Petrovich. He's our boss. You should discuss all the issues with him. He's in the house right now, so there. I can. Okay. I'll just do that. Meanwhile, because it's not a crime, I'm going to take everything. Because I'm a goit. Are you the man I want to talk to? I think you might be the man. He said you're in the house. I'm gonna just take all your shit. Herbal mix. Thank you for the photo. A piece of shield. I like seeing that. I'm gonna just take everything. Coffee. Salt. Salt. Tea. Alright, you. Hello, friend. An old man with an eye patch over his left eye standing before you. He's wiping an empty glass bottle with an important look, turning it in his hand as if it's looking for stains. The bottle is sparkling clean. Ah, a fresh face. Did you come to sample our wares? Get your loot on. We use a barter system here. We exchange moonshines for other goods. Although we sell it for money too, if you have any. Meh? It was worth a shot. Let me change the subject. Moonshine. It's kind of cool. Beard. Cucumber brine. Carrot. That's actually really cool. I like that. You have some money. I'll sell you some salt, because I don't think I need it. Trade. I have an important topic to discuss with you. Putting down his ball, he folds his arms and looks at you expectantly with his only eye. If you don't want to lose, I'm going to make you an offer. I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. Tilts his head a bit and impudently scrunches his shoe on the wooden floor. And if that's so, I've lived long enough to know where such claims lie. Tell me straight, what are you gonna do? I'm trying to say that the factory guys are offering you protection for a certain price. I should have guessed we're the only people around here not paying tribute to Dan. Tell this self-proclaimed baron that my answer remains the same. A resounding no. We can protect ourselves both from the bandits and from your gang. Wait a minute. Let's approach the issue diplomatically. What do you need on your end to agree to my proposal? Your offer surprises him, though he's trying to hide it. What do I need? Maybe I don't have any reason to agree to it, because I'm happy with the way things are. We make our own living and protect ourselves. We don't need your support. I can see that intimidation isn't going to sway you. You're a respectable man, and we want to work with you, not just milk your business. Man rubs his chin and gives you a doubtful look. That's a nice story, but I find it hard to believe. Your group may be useful in some cases, but in my opinion, it causes more harm than good. You're a difficult man. Even my infinite patience is beginning to wane. The old man's brows knit together angrily, and he moves out of the range of your fist. I'm not in the mood for an argument. If you're trying to stir up conflict, go look for some other victims. Or even better, take a shot. That's also good for burning off excess energy. I have a better idea. What if I smash everything you have to smithereens, all your glassware, the still, the furniture too? Old man folds his arms and gives you a skeptical look. You wouldn't dare. All this stuff costs a lot of money. You couldn't bring yourself to the thing. Fine. Let's try to reach a peaceful solution. Um, First off, I'm offering you a because I can't do this. How can it be peaceful? I keep telling you that we need no protection. I see you disagree with me, or maybe you're too zealous about your work. In any case, this debate is pointless. First off, I'm offering you a mutual beneficial relationship. Mutually beneficial, that's funny. It may be beneficial for you, sure, but will only bring losses to us. I'm not sure it's worth it, considering the responsible attitude Dan and his thugs have about keeping their part of the deal. It's not the case at all. You will have a proper guard, all according to standards and regulations. Oh, man. So, what are we going to haggle now? How stupid this conversation is going nowhere. I suggest you go back where you came from. So that's how you want to be. You know, I could easily thrash this place. Maybe a bit of vandalism will change your mind. The old man gives you a skeptical look. Ha, you're bluffing. This stuff is worth a lot of money. You're talking rubbish. Let's see whether I can do it or not. The moonshiner steps away from you just in case, and he gives you enough room to a good looking over. The combinations are Spartan, but with some effort, one could arrange a real mess even here. I'm going to break some bottles. With a ferocity worth of a better application, you throw some common clay vessels and precious glass bottles on the floors. Noise and clatter fills the smoky room. The moon strikes his fist at you, shakes his fist at you. What do you think you're doing? Stop with it. That's enough. You don't like that, eh? You can detect the beginning of fear in the moonshiners. Huh? Why? I'm gonna hit a wall with your fist. With a ferocity, a look as you can muster. You punch the hut's wall. The primitive structure doesn't even tumble, and the moonshiner is unimpressed. The only victim here is your hand. Am I supposed to get scared now? I'm only getting. They're saying your hurt hand. I'm only getting started. Upset a stool. With a nimble kick, you knock over a stool. The old fister yawns into his fist. You're unsure whether this furniture. There's more to come. You cast around for a good weapon, the stool. You seize the stool up and raise it menacingly over the still. Now the moonshiner's worried. Hey, don't you dare. I'm warning you, you'll regret it. This is going to be funny. I'm going to pull for luck. His manner belies the confidence of his words. You definitely impressed on him that you're ready to do anything to get what you want. On the other hand, the fact is the still is the main source of income for the moonshiners and his mates. The situation suddenly gets very heated. RNG, she'll let me know. You had intended to stop the stool making contact at the last moment, but the shriek of breaking glass and the crunch of clay funnels paints a different picture. Now you've gone too far. The furious moonshiner jumps at you, swinging his fist and shouting to his friends for help. Combat is imminent. Well, I guess I'm gonna be partially evil. I should have saved before talking to him. Yeah, no, I just don't have the health to do with this. As life drains from your body, you reflect upon your deeds and wonder, have you managed to make an impact on this world? I don't know if I have the right build for this. What's my luck? Shit, wrong button. I have 3 luck. Yeah, I'm rather unlucky. I've got some... Okay, I think I'll do that. Bye. This might be scummy of me, but I'm just gonna probably quick save. There'll be time for drinking later. I'm on different business. I'm gonna make an offer you can't refuse. I'm trying to do this stuff. I've seen your fighters. They're terrified of their own shadows. They only know the butt end of the rifle from the bore. They may not back down, but they'll be brought down in no time. Look, let's approach this issue diplomatically. You're a difficult man. I have a better idea. I'll regress where. Let's see if I can bring myself up. We're gonna break some bottles, and then we're gonna try to smash it. Nope. We're gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep just doing the same thing, and pray to the RNGesus that I get it. 3, 4. If you don't lose, I'm gonna make an offer that you can't refuse. Please play them. Your fighters are useless. Okay, enough to talk. I think you're in a position. You're not in a position for it. Better. What if I smash everything to smithereens? Slavish. 3. 3. Nope. I mean, I could just kill them. At this point. 3. I'll make an offer you can't refuse. You know what? At this point, I might have to do this next time. But honestly, I don't really care too much. I'm just gonna kill it. We can always get someone else to make the fucking thing. I'll take the negative. He's dead. Damn, I killed the guy, but I die in the process. That's kind of funny. That's just my luck. Anyways. Of course my gun jams. That's fucking lovely. Dude almost kills me. Ha! Get wrecked. Oh, Yeah. Yeah. I think that's going to be where I'm going to end this. I know it's a little bit shorter, but it's going to be... I'm just not strong enough. I have to kill more things. They have like a 1-star rating, which I think they might be slightly above my level. So, until then, I'll be signing off.